Grand Rising, everyone is Shay Seeking, and welcome back. So, I was just looking back at the into like the Buffalo Soldiers, right? Okay, because I'm like, I could have sworn when I checked that these was Native American groups. It depends on how you justify the word native. Okay, to me, it's not the original. Some people say it is. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful when it comes down to it. I'm not talking about on a day-to-day basis when you out at work and you're doing these things amongst others and shit like this. I'm talking about when it get down to the root and the core of things. Who's who? Who's who? Because you see these people, you know, I see low-key shit, all right? A lot of low-key things, all right? When we're talking about prejudice with some of these dark-skinned people or brown-skinned people, because all brown-skinned folk ain't your kinfolk, some of these are prejudice of you because of who you are, because of your light, because of your white, your purity, your... It's something of being of that white light. So be careful when you hear dark-skinned people say they want to kill white people, because we broke it down on this channel. White don't always mean Caucasian or light-skinned folk. Those are the people, again, of that white light, your ancestors. So at the end of the day, when you see people like me being under attack over here in this land, all right, singled out, treated as an outcast or isolated, okay, most of the time it's the people in your family line that have ties to other coat of arms and other family lines and bloodlines that were inserted into your bloodline for a fucking reason. And that was to take you down. So when I'm reading this, and I said, let me go ahead and make sure, because it say right here that these was Native American tribes that was fighting with the U.S. government. While we know that is the corporation, okay? That entity, that foreign entity that's reigning on this soil, okay? To this day. Prior to that, we wasn't doing that over here. You give them an inch, they take a mile. That's what happened. That 10-mile perimeter in D.C., that is the United States corporation. Planted on American soil, here in the Americas, to reign. Or faux reign. They was placed here, faux reign. This is why you never see me really get down with the whole energy of these headdresses. Because when you break it down and you go back down to it, they didn't have no headdresses. They might have had a headband. My grandma used to wear like this little native, like a Indian or a tribal type of headband around her forehead, okay? They had afros, they had curls, they had, you know, different textures of hair. Some had a little bit of straighter hair, okay? So what was they doing? If they was working for the U.S. corporation, is these the people that ended, and then there's some in my family, I'm pretty sure some in yours. You don't have to be the same way these people were, I'm just saying. We are our ancestors to a certain extent. And I'm not here to pay for. The reason why I'm here, I think, is to pay it forward. Okay? So, or people like me. All right? So, when we're looking at this energy, just because you see these people, you think, what was they doing? People going to automatically like, oh, yeah, the Buffalo Soldiers. But, again, were they fighting with or against your ancestors? Are those the people, again, that the ones in our family that ended up taking these titles and these land patents and these things that was gifted to them by the government for doing the real people that was here wrong? And it seems like the same thing is happening on a low-key scale right now. Somebody's giving people desired gifts and showing them how to get things and take things from people that work hard for them. Hey, if that's what they feel, I mean, if that's what you feel is right, you go ahead, especially when they have plenty already and they want to continue to take. This turns into, like I said, greed. All right? And be careful, because some of this shit is on your name or in your name. They asking for shit from the Lord or God in your name and getting it, while you ain't getting shit. Because they know the law of the land. You see what I'm saying? Because that's their daddy and them that put it there. Some of mine too. I'm just trying to, I'll just break it down to show it what it is. It don't matter to me. It's just, I have a non-biased approach to see it for what it is. Because when people like to pin it on or use that victim mentality and point it to one group of people, be careful. Because like I said, it might be them same people that smile in your face and all the time they want to take your motherfucking place. See, I'm learning to identify these people with these particular type of addictions and things that have been trying to harvest or sit in my energy. Drunkards and shit like that. Right? But they want to point out your shortcomings that have been projected onto you from them and their buddies. Okay? And most of them are those people that sitting in them high places or in those so-called government officials. When we talk about these feathers and things like that, like I said, I like to be real careful when it comes to that shit because, again, a lot of that is you representing. Oh, well, for some of these people, it's not. It's representing exactly who they are, not the originals. You see what I'm saying? It represents exactly who they are. Now, there's no offense against those people. That I'm just saying I like to call it for what it is. All that stuff is like a facade. All that is like layers to add on to distract you from the truth. People get, oh, we Indians, then they want to do this, this, and that, or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I ain't never been like that. I don't know. It's just me. You ain't got to be like me. Shit, I don't want nobody to think like me. I just want people to think. It's just so funny. I feel like the most frustrating part for me is the conflict that these people have put on my life in a sense. Okay? And I'm noticing things. I'm seeing these things, these copycat energies. I'm seeing things that I once wanted to do. But there was a problem with it when it came to this masculine with different scents and shit like that. So I had to, I used to do candles or whatever, right? I had to stop making my candles or whatever at home and things like this because this person wasn't able to take smells. So again, like I'm saying, I'm just wondering what kind of energy we're dealing with here when whatever it is that I've done, dreamt to do, wanted to do, attempted to do, whatever, with the support or whatever of this masculine, it's not, you know what I'm saying? I want to get a puppy. I see these bitches popping up. Bitches get puppies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever they're doing, they're watching me so closely. They want to be me. So again, when it seemed as though everything was going okay with me and I could manifest small things in my life, material things in my life, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's off at a distance. But now since there's some kind of, I don't know, it's like spreading this masculine thin or whatever, right? Okay? And again, it's almost like I'm trying to figure out what to do to cut the cords with these motherfuckers because I ain't with it. It's almost like out of spite. And it's for what? What the fuck did I do to you? Motherfuckers on some old last lifetime type shit. What did I do to you? Why you so mad? I'm disappointed. I might be passionate and I might be disappointed. But it's like, what? Really? But I guess it's just all ultimately they feel like they spend this type of time with this masculine, his double life, or whatever, whichever masculine this is, whatever male energy or entity that's attached to me. And it's just like, I make candles, then another bitch making candles, but she actually might be successful with making candles. You know what I'm saying? I have a platform, another bitch come make a platform. Then she gotta ask the masculine or whoever else, this whole group gotta go against whatever, and then try to put a block on my motherfucking page and shit, and on my businesses and shit. I do this, somebody else doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's just whole entire weird energy. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking weird. It's the only thing that I know. It's weird.